Hello everyone, Schmaffo10 here from Daily Fantasy Rankings, doing a little sneaky preview for tonight's ICC World Cup fixture between England and Australia at the Lord's Ground. I'm currently here on the DFR website, just checking out the content that is free for everyone to consume. I quickly here on the England and Australia article here done by Fergie, and also his preview tonight's matchup between Australia and England. $25,000 on Moneyball, and then on Draftstars tonight a $15,000 contest as well. So pretty good pools for a Tuesday night here in Australia. Do check out the article. He does his match winner, Night Watchman, and his finally defined leg. But what I'm more interested in here tonight is actually looking at our resources for tonight's matchup. These are obviously free of charge to look at, so make sure you click on the cricket tab here. Now, the first thing I want to show you guys this evening is the venues. Now, we're at the Lords in London, and looking through the particular contests in the past, we show here the Oval in London gives up around 500 runs per match at a measly 12.8 wickets per one-day international. So this is for the last 10 games at each venue. So that gives me a painted picture that probably both sides probably won't get bowled out. We might get one bowled out chasing, but I don't expect to see carnage in terms of the wickets column. All right, so if we go back to our cheat sheets and click on Draft Stars here, this will bring up tonight's matchup, England and Australia. And we've got England up the top here and Australia down the bottom. And as you can see, there is some conjecture in terms of this selection of teams tonight. What we do know is Roy's not playing, he's still injured, so therefore we still have Vince opening for England. Also, there is a bit of conjecture if Wood, Plunkett, or they pretty much battling for their number 11 in terms of that, or will they go in Rashid and Ali again? So keep an eye on teams on the England side, and for Australia as well. It's been talk for the pitch keeping a bit of grass on it for the game coming up on Saturday, so there's been a bit of talk and murmurs that Nathan Lyon could be selected this evening. He is at the bare minimum on Draftstars. Let's have a look at Draftstars kind of builds first, and then I'll get into Moneyball in a second. So, Australia versus England. We've got here Joe Root at 19,550, followed by Ben Stokes 1,800, and then Finchy, and then obviously all we go all the way down to the Nathan Lyon, who could be getting a run. Possibly Berendorf as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's start the bowlers, because obviously we don't really want to spend up too much considering there's not many wickets historically on offer. So I'm going to try and think about all-rounders in the side tonight. And I think the two that will go in straight away are Ben Stokes, who's been batting, as you look at the cheat sheet, he's been batting at around 4, 5 or 6, so depending on the makeup of the side. And he has been scoring points regardless if he's not getting a bat or he's not getting a wicket. So he seems to be involved with the game all the time. Same goes with Maxwell. So he has the potential to break out in a real ceiling game, which he hasn't been able to do in the World Cup as yet. So again, he's offloading back to from 3, 4, 5 or 6. And obviously we're going to get some overs from him, especially if they pick Nathan Lyon tonight, because obviously they'll be down one frontline bowler. So he'll be in for a lot of overs. So they're pretty much my two players that can go straight in. We might change Maxwell up to batsman in the middle. See how we go. And in terms of the third butt, I'm just going to leave that now and go to my batters. Now, we really want to be targeting batters who be getting a high strike rate. It's all well and good picking your Johnny Bairstows or your Alex Carey's here for the cheap, who've got some good form, but we really want to be looking at the top 4. And considering David Warner is the form batter in the tournament, he goes in a little bit cheaper than Finch. If you do have some cash left over, having Finch over Warner is a great play as well. Second in line is obviously Joe Root at 19,550. Going to be probably a popular play, so I might just leave him for the moment. I'm looking here for more all-rounders. Mo and Ali could possibly go, and he would be bowling some more over, so he's pretty cheap at 12, 18, 90. And then Marcus Stoinis, if they do go with Nathan Lyon tonight, he pretty much is a very good play as well. That leaves me with 13.5. So let's go back to my bowlers here, see if anyone who's coming up. Look, I really want to play Cummings at 14,690. So if I pop him in, I've got 12,480 left, which leaves me with a Johnny Bairstow, Alex Carey, or a bit of Uzi Khawaja, even James Vince here. So no issues leaving money on the table if you need to. So look, let's put Johnny. I'm kind of leading a bit of an England batting possession here, but I've only got 3 players in there. So there's my Draftstars lineup, but as I said, you've got cash left over here to mix it up, change it to Finch, or if you want to make it work, get Joe Root in there. But I'm pretty keen on the all-rounders tonight. All right, let's have a look at Moneyball. No, we won't use the latest version. You seem to be updated all the time. Now, Contest Evo, very different the scoring here with over at Draftstars and Moneyball, where we get the strike rate. We can actually lose points for having a slower strike rate than compared to the 10 points for the high. So for comparison, say Joe Root comes in, he makes, say, 50 runs, but only at around 80. We're going to lose, he gets 25 for the runs, and he's going to lose 8. And that's obviously a digit. It's like a 15, 17 point score. So I really want to target batters who can go large in terms of their strike rates and don't actually lose points. Bowling is okay. You really want some dot balls and some economy, but wickets is what you need. Wickets is king in cricket DFS. So this is what I'm thinking tonight. For Moneyball, the wicketkeeper, you've got to go on Butler's strike rate ability, then Alex Carey. Butler could be shoved up the order if need a bit of a push along. Don't worry about the form. He's just been getting out or doesn't need a bat. So he can go in. As I said, I want to be targeting all rounders tonight, so I'm going to probably use my flex position in a moment. But again, I really want to be playing Maxwell and Stokes, so let's just put Stokes in here at 6'9". Let's go to the bowlers. As I said, we don't get much wickets out of here, but as you can see here, we've got a couple of players. Nathan Lyon at 4'7". I might consider him here for his dot ball ability. He might get a sneaky 1 wicket, 2 wickets. That's awesome, but I'm not expecting the world from him. If he doesn't play, then we'll probably have to look at Mark Wood at 5'4". But let's go for Nathan Lyon for now. And let's go back up the top here. Pat Cummins, I probably prefer over Mitchell Stark at 8'2". And then whoever gets plicked out of Plunkett, Archer or Wood. I might just leave that for now just in case I've run out of cash. Let's go with the batters. All right. So as we talked about Joe Root in terms of he's going brilliantly 7-2 over Finch's 7-3, but I'm going to take batters with strike rates. So in goes Warner. In goes Vince at 4'2". He's too cheap. Therefore, we got some salary here now. Morgan, Finch, Root. Let's go Smith in there. I've got 7-4 for a bowler. Let's get my all-rounder in Glennie Maxwell. So 7-7 left. That means I can pretty much get Wokes, Plunkett, one of those two. And there I have. I've got 800 cash list. I can go back in here. Batters are so kind of tuned. So if I don't want Steve or Davey anymore, I can always pay up for those particular ones. If you have any questions or queries, make sure you jump on the Rankings DFS site. Send us a line on Twitter. And great contest tonight in the World Cup. And I hope everyone sees on the money for tonight. Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.